Hey guys, how's everyone doing? Fantastic day here again, guys, today, a lovely day. And we're looking at a nice, maybe temperature today of about 16, I think 16 or 17, maybe a little bit warmer. So guys, welcome along to my TBC Live Broadcast 301, coming to you from Christchurch, Canterbury region of New Zealand. Also, just like to say hi to my fellow TBCians out there in the Bangladesh community and also living in Italy, and that is Mr. MD Arithul Samon and also Mr. Shohag Ahmed. Nice to see you both there, guys, always supporting me. And yeah, I'm always supporting you guys too, of course. Also, TBC Sharif Khan is another man there, big guy in the TBC broadcasting community. Great to have you there too today, sir. So we're going to start today. We've just got a little bit of stuff to go through on the blog. And then after that, I just want to go through something a little bit different. Once we're going to go through the blog and the contests, and then I just want to go through something a little bit different for a change. Since I've had my new channel, of course, I've got a lot of new subscribers coming in. So a lot of these subscribers are people who are already in the TBC community, who have got so far and they don't know what to go and do next, and they're sort of stuck in these different stages. Okay, so what I'm going to try and do here today is answer a lot of those questions if I can, and open it up to you guys in the chat if you have some answers that I may not have the answers to. So first of all, guys, I'm just going to take everyone over to the blog and give you some updates from what's been happening on there since yesterday. Okay, here we go. All right, so this was my live broadcast yesterday. Join us now for Darren Hayward's 300th live broadcast and chat with admin. If you haven't seen that, guys, it's a fantastic broadcast. The energy in that, it was just amazing, guys, yesterday, especially with admin joining in there too, and really helping us to see the full picture of what's really going to be all here before us. All right, so we've just come up to another one here too, which was the 110 tribes in the Philippines crowning ceremony. So this is one that's just come out recently, and about 12 months ago, I guess it would be when the 110 tribes accepted TBC as their legal currency over there. So I'm just going to play a little bit of this, guys. Goes for about 6.5 minutes.
Good morning, TBCians. Again, ako po si Nolly Rebel, TBC Philippines, at TBC Eagle Group. Ngayon po ay March 7. Ito yung March 7, pangatlong araw po ito ngayon na kung saan nagkaroon ng event dito po sa Tribal King Territorial Compound, Sitio Sabangan, Darilig, Manolo, Fortich, Bukidnon. So, ngayon po magaganap yung kanilang crowning and enthronement ceremony sa mga bagong member po nila. Okay, so ngayon po around 7:30 pa ng umaga. So ito po yung ipapakita ko lang sa inyo, ito yung paano nila pinaghahandaan yung lugar. 45 lahat po yung kanilang ika-crown. Okay?
Wow.
So, mga TBCians, ngayong umaga kasama ko pa rin si Ate Halima Manarawi para i-witness namin.
Just to stop there for a moment, this is what they've been able to do is build all these new buildings here that you're seeing through the help of TBC and people earning cash flow. They've been able to create all this new housing here. You look at it compared to the old housing on the other side there that we saw at the beginning. Or let's go here.
Yung crowning, no. At actually, ito yung kasabay mo ng 50th birthday ng King Dato Buluban. So ito po yung mga kaibigan. Kita ko po sa inyo, well, isa-isa. Ito po yung mga ika-crown. No, mayroon dito galing dun Lanao del Norte. Yan. Okay. So, Lanao del Norte. Okay. Tapos, mayroong galing sa Cebu. Ito mga from Cebu City. Okay. So,
That's not something to do with getting the land being handed it back over from the crown to the people, by the look of it.
Alam niyo po, isang maganda dito, no, by committee po sila, so talagang gagaling po ng kanilang mga committee, no, marunong na talaga sila sabihin natin, mag-decorate. So, simula kagabi po ito ginagawa. Okay, so ito yung stage.
All right. So this is just showing you what's happening over there in the 110 tribes that have been a big help for these people in these areas to be able to help the people to be able to understand that there's now a better and easier way to actually earn an income. You know, these guys are all heavily now, big people and users of the TBC crinkle currency. Okay, and the 110 tribes are making a lot of people realize this over there in the Philippines. This is the training room in Cameroon. This is the one that Mbe Derek does. Totally packed out. Look at this. He's just got so many people here learning how to cash flow in the TBC community. This is amazing.
Okay, the exhibitions, here we are again. We just discussed the new development in the TBC community, and the people are so excited to expand the TBC community. TBC, TBC, TBC. Okay, thank you.
So he's just given them all his class there an update on what's going on there in the TBC community, and it's just incredible, guys. Really, what he's doing, Mbe Derek over there. He does the English send button meeting as well. He's doing training in English and he's doing training in French, and he's just doing a fantastic job. Also getting 500 new merchants on board per month over there in Cameroon. And lots of people are just wanting to know how to do that too. And you guys can all learn how to do that. It's not hard to do. Okay. Now I'm just going to update that. There we are. We've got a new one that's come there now. Update from trade fair leaders. I'm just going to go into my TBC notifications here for my broadcast, so I can get onto this live broadcast it's on now. All right. Hello there to Paul Fisher. Nice to see you there, man. Seen you there for a little while. Wow. Well, that's pretty cool. Paul's just saying there that he bought a motorcycle with Kringles. So that was go back to that $6,500 worth of Kringles. Paul was able to buy a motorbike with that with the Kringles. So there are, it's just a matter of negotiating with people, whether they want to negotiate in that currency or the old fiat currency. Okay, there's people buying motor vehicles, there's people buying land, apartments. There was a guy the other day that bought 50% TBC and 50% in cash So what did he do? He just got the other 50% that he needed in cash and just cash flowed with a whole lot of other people that were coming into the community to be able to get the difference, to be able to pay the cash for this apartment. So sometimes people's situations out there might be like situations where they need to be out of a place in a certain time, and they haven't got the time to wait for someone to come along with that price. So they might say, oh, I'm happy to do this and negotiate something with TBC. That way everyone's still getting paid, and that currency is becoming more and more worth a higher value all the time as new people are coming into the community. Oh, that's cool, Paul. Bill Canada, nice to see you there too today. Yeah, great to see you. I saw your videos the other day, actually. I just saw one or two of those. You probably noticed I've subscribed to your channel there. And so, yeah, that's great. Another fellow broadcaster there, guys, who is also here in New Zealand, Mr. Bill Canada. And he's also fellow broadcaster, friends and brothers and sisters with Bex and Key, brother Bex and sister Key. So that's great to see all you guys there. So what I'm going to do here today is just go through, since I've had my new channel, had a few comments from people who are already in the community. What I want to do is just go through some of those comments and answer those. So where are we now? Let's have a look. Go down. Go to this one first. It's had 967 views from April the 7th. It's got 7 comments. Okay. All right. So thank you, Darren, for sharing all that great info about TBC. This guy here, Edmund Osama, says, please, the admin should give us some notification before increasing the KCBO fee. Meanwhile, the fee should be reversed to the initial 4 grain of gold and not the current 8 grain of gold, as recently seen in the blog. Okay, the answer to that, there, Edmund, you can still remain at the 4 grains of gold that you are currently paying per year. However, if you want to upgrade and receive 4 grains of gold of each new person that comes into the community monthly, then you would receive 4 grains of gold off of that person that comes in that's as a new member. So you can do that upgrade to the 8 grain of gold per month, or otherwise you can just remain at 4 grain of gold per year. So the 4 grain of gold per year, you don't receive any Bitcoin or 4 grain of gold amount of that, to be able to earn that. So in your best interest, it's better to actually upgrade to the 8 grain of gold, and then you receive 4 grain of gold per month from each new member that comes in. Another one here, Surjit Lashram Singh says, thanks, TBC leader. Another lady here, Jinky Evangelista, says, I've been with TBC since April 2016. I've paid $10 for my lifetime wallet, so I have a send button tab on my TBC 009 already now. That TBC is under maintenance. Okay, so that's right. TBC is under maintenance with their wallet. We'll be notified as soon as we get an answer from there. There was another fee to pay when they get back. Please enlighten me, thanks. Okay, so we just mentioned about that there, Jinky, about the new 8 grain of gold per month for new members. For existing members, you have the option of upgrading to the 8 grade, or otherwise staying at the 4 grain per year. No, you paid for the lifetime wallet fee like I did, correct. No, that's okay. All right. Some other ones here we saw. Go back one page. All right, I think that was that one. Okay, and there's just one other one here. This is my one yesterday. Congratulations. Oh, that's from Mr. TBC Sharif Khan. Thank you, man. Thanks very much. So that's great. We've got all the information up to date. So one more thing I wanted to run through, guys, is just our competition. Let's go over that for a minute. Okay, make that smaller. Here we are. Go into Kringle Cash back office and just have a look at the contest and see who's up to date now. I bet Ace Fletcher's still on the lead. And like yesterday, we saw him already. I think he had, what was it, 57 or something? So today, 24 hours later, what's he got up to now? Okay, contests. Current full-time leaderboard. Oh, right. Sorry, I was thinking 58, 20, must have about 20 something. So he's up to 28 people already, active sign-ups. In other words, those people have already funded their back offices, you know? So for each person that he's got there, 28 times 4 grain of gold, worked out about $200 roughly yesterday for Ace Fletcher that he's earned just on those new people coming into the community. That is incredible. Behind him, we've got Timothy Manga from Cameroon. He's obviously been doing some cash flow coaching by the looks of things with Mbe Derek. And we've also got Antoine Kisido from Ivory Coast, which is near Africa. In Africa, I should say. And then Ernest Jane underneath there, Nigeria. So all these guys here, you know, just doing a fantastic job and encouraging fast duplication, guys. Hey, what's that mean? Encouraging fast duplication. So this is what it means. This here at the top, guys. This is if you're already in the community, you've been over 24 hours now in the community, then all you need to do is just find one person and help that person to get his 2 people or her 2 people. Okay. Once you've done that, then they just need to do the same, get 2 people that they know too within the next 24 hours after that. Once those 2 people are already paid sign-ups and the ones underneath them are already paid sign-ups, then everybody will receive rewards, cookie rewards, but not just that, but 4 grain of gold, which is equivalent to about $11 US worth of Bitcoin. Okay, per person. So that's the latest now, guys. All right. So what we did the other day when we were talking here about script for the people closest to you. Let's go through all that there. The transition script was there. Partnership agreement. Don't think we saw this one, but okay, this is just showing the proper way of going full time online. Cash flowing leaders, please meet with individuals on your team one-on-one and discuss this article with them. Bringing a balance between the following 3 parties will lead to explosive exponential TBC community growth, unlocking the value contained in our TBC wallets by the end of the year 2019. TBC cash flowing leaders, sponsors, new members, in order to earn daily cash flow in TBC, at least one of 2 activities must happen daily on a consistent basis, sponsoring and or partnering. We should open the eyes of our newest members that are full-time can be earned, a full-time income can be earned in TBC as early as their first week after joining us. 1 or 2 transactions a day can make that happen. Think about that. Which is better? Work full-time at the job, which practically exhausts 50 to 60 hours a week away from home, or stay home and make a full-time income in TBC. Our cash flowing leaders have proven that a full-time income can be earned from home working TBC. They are living the dream. No doubt it is one of the best lifestyles to have. Temptation to access TBC Kringle coins prematurely during redemption periods is very high for the new members joining us at those times. So it has always been recommended that members wait until a redemption period is almost over before completing the Redeem Now process. Obviously, collecting as many cookies as possible during the whole redemption period is advised before clicking the Redeem Now button. But what is most important is having enough quality training completed before turning cookies into TBC Kringle coins. We are in what is called the billionaire zone, and that means it is very common for members to become quick TBC millionaires once they complete the redemption process. This zone also means we are still in the early stages of developing our TBC economy, and these coins are less spendable now compared to how spendable they will be in the later or final stages of rolling out a TBC economy. Okay, guys? So right now, our TBC coins are less spendable, which means they are still spendable now, but just less spendable to where we can actually spend them at. But as we develop our TBC economy more and more, our TBC coins will become more and more spendable as more and more merchants accept our currency. So members that don't understand the stages are easily confused by what they see the value indicates in their TBC wallets compared to the usefulness of TBC Kringle coins at this time. This is a rollout. We are under development. The complete value in our TBC wallets is not currently 100% unlocked. We are in the distribution phase now and not in the economic phase yet. Without proper quality training, new members can sour quickly and become burdensome to the whole TBC community. We want to breed success. We don't want to breed trolls. Sponsors really need to stick close to cash flowing leaders while they are bringing in new members. Solid partnerships need to be formed between cash flowing leaders and sponsors below them. We have a decent group of cash flowing leaders that have been with TBC for years now, and what they have to offer is really priceless. Sponsors need to recognize that and happily share the profits with these leaders 50%/50%, 50-50, guys. Demanding a leader's time without compensation to that leader does not work. Here is how it works. New members become sponsors as early as their first day in TBC, while we encourage fast duplication. Waiting for something to happen doesn't put money in anybody's pocket, so action is required. Sponsors turn into cash flowing leaders, and there is no set time for when that happens. Many factors combine together to determine how fast a sponsor can turn into a cash flowing leader. Cash flowing leaders already know how to successfully sponsor consistently and earn income from that, but they also learn how to duplicate themselves through partnerships with others that mainly focus on the activity of sponsoring. Inside of these partnerships is ongoing training. It is one thing to sponsor your friends and family that are close to you, and another thing to know how to prospect people you don't know yet and sponsor them. Out of the two groups of people, which one is bigger? The people you know or the people you don't know? Obviously, the larger group is the people you don't know, and the cash flowing leader knows how to sponsor these kinds of people all day long, every day. Join.me, which is an app you can download onto your mobile, which is also available on your computer mainframe. Is absolutely the best tool to use to bring all three parties together in balance. The transition script explains the process clearly. So that's the script here, guys. This is how to use the transition script and how to use join me, okay? That's the information there about that, the transition script, okay? So, go back to this one. Once a sponsor has activated the new member to use the invitation script while following the instructions in this transition script, then that is the best time to invite their cash flowing leader to come into the join.me session that the new member set up, as well as the sponsor's entire rally team. Cheerleading takes place inside of the team group chat. At the end of the transition script, the new member will complete a transaction for themselves, and the most equitable party to send the Kringle coins should be the cash flowing leader, and then a 50% commission is immediately paid out to the sponsor. This keeps the partnership alive. All team transactions should be done this way until the sponsor has enough training to go full time and play the role of cash flowing leader. Sponsors can certainly expect a decent amount of one-on-one time with their cash flowing leader in order to get their training completed, but sponsors should expect plenty of homework to do, as the cash flowing leader will point out the tools located mostly in this blog to review to have adequate material for their discussions. So there's absolutely no need for a sponsor to be bumping around in the dark when they are certainly have access to proven and experienced cash flowing leaders here in TBC. Let me run through a 3-day experience and how this should work. Let's look at this from the point of view of a cash flowing leader. It's Monday and you sponsor John, and you are taking John through the steps of the transition script. You already have a rally team put together that mostly consists of TBC broadcasters standing by to assist you. John signs up his mother named Mary and his best friend Brian. You and your rally team congratulate John for this rapid reward achievement inside John's join.me session. John is feeling very good. Now John is led through the steps to complete his first transaction with you, and you keep 100% of the profit because John is your recruit. John wants to collect the 100 million cookie reward by helping Mary and Brian to each get to immediate paid recruits. Join.me sessions are scheduled for Tuesday for both Mary and Brian. Mary signs up her husband Mac, John's father, and her best friend Sue on her Join.me session. Even though John is the sponsor of Mary, he already has a partnership agreement with you, the cash flowing leader, once you discussed this article here together. So when Mary does her transaction for herself, you are the one providing the Kringle coins to Mary, and then you pay John a 50% commission. Your rally team participate in Mary's Join.me session, and everyone is feeling the excitement that comes from helping new members duplicate. Effectively, John borrowed your rally team. Okay, that's only temporary until he gets his own rally team, okay? So the same process happens with Brian as he signs up his sister Jane and his co-worker Tim. So on Tuesday, both you and John partnered on the transactions of Mary and Brian. 4 Join.me sessions are set up on Wednesday for Mac, Sue, Jane, and Tim. John is not a proven cash flow leader, so he is not placed into your rally team group chat on Messenger, but you do individually invite him into the Join.me sessions of these 4 new members. Mary and Brian are there too because they are the sponsors of these 4 people. You have spent you have spent one-on-one time with Mary and Brian to review this article here and set up a partnership agreement with each of them. One-on-one time is like 5 to 10 minutes each, just to make it clear that it will take time and study to complete a training process, and that TBC has so much to offer them over time, and that we do follow a proven system that works, and this article touches on that. On Wednesday, with the assistance of your rally team, each of these 4 new members sign up 2 each for a total of 8 recruits, and the 4 do their transactions with you, and you pay commissions to Mary and Brian according to your partnership agreement with each of them. John earned 100 million cookies and has become a future TBC billionaire, and very happy about that. Now it is time to encourage John to keep on sponsoring new members and to continue training with you until he gets to the point he can keep everything going all by himself and becomes a cash flow leader and full-timer in the TBC community. At that point, during a redemption period, he can go ahead and redeem his cookies. It is best to wait for a redemption period before going full-time in TBC, even though a full-time income can be earned as a sponsor working with a cash flowing leader just from the commissions earned. So this has changed a little bit, guys, recently now with the new 8 grain of gold happening, with 4 grain of gold off each new person you sponsor per month. So it's even going to make it even more lucrative, guys. So billions of people have never heard of TBC, so we have plenty of people to talk to and share the gift with them. The temptation to quickly redeem the cookies earned as rapid rewards should be discouraged. This will create an unnecessary conflict between a new member and the cash flow leader. Partnerships keep things balanced. While a new leader is accessing the time of a cash flowing leader, these leaders don't give their time away for free. Cash flow leaders in TBC have earned TBC experience to handle all kinds of objections that naturally come up during the sponsoring process. New members need to be aware that experience comes over time and people learn new things at their own speed. 100% sounds better than 50%, but the truth is 50% plus training pays better than 100% without training. Okay, so that's the proper process, guys, of going full-time in TBC from that transition script. Okay, now I'm just going to just check that. All right, oh, that's cool. Hello there too to Mr. Musa Aholi over there in the States, USA. Nice to see you there today. Also, hello there to Mr. Stephen Cuffey. Always a great supporter there of my broadcasts, and I enjoy looking through at your broadcasts, Stephen. I had a bit of a laugh myself the other day with that broadcast that you were doing but you forgot to hit the start button. But we saw it on the finish. But yeah, that was brilliant. So Sharif Khan, 189 broadcasts that he's doing today, or he's completed. Wow. So does that mean you're on to 190 tomorrow now? Fantastic. Well, not far off the 200 mark there to TBC Sharif Khan. Let me know when you get up closer to that time of 200, and we can have a panel. What do you call it? A Google Hangout panel chat. So this is the other one, guys. You want to get familiarized with how to use Join Me. Join Me is a really good program to use, and it's just a user-friendly program. You know, if you really want to cash flow in the community, this is another tool that you can use to do this with. All right. Okay, I'm just going to stop sharing my screen there now, and thank you guys for all joining me here today. It's been fantastic to have you all here today and supporting me in my live broadcast 301. I'll be back, of course, tomorrow at the same time of 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which will be 5 p.m. Pacific Daylight Time. All right, so until then, guys, have a fantastic day or evening wherever you are in the world, and peace.